Hello, this is Bob Coleman from BlackHistoryMonth2014.com, and thanks for taking a few moments to watch this short video. The question we have to ask today is, why are the majority of blacks in America not interested in black history? My partner and I, Darlene Dancy, created the website BlackHistoryMonth2014.com, and our goal, though ambitious, is to present the history of African people in America and throughout the diaspora in a rich and responsive medium. Since black history is seldom taught in the classroom, our goal has been to curate a resource-rich website where people could easily access relevant information about black history in various mediums, whether that be videos, articles, images, etc. So far, the website has been an overwhelming success, generating over 10,000 visits the first month. But outside of running the website, most of our time is spent sharing black history information at events all over the East Coast. And in recent months, we've noticed an interesting but disturbing trend. And that is that an overwhelming majority of blacks in America are just not interested in black history. Let me give you some examples. This is a screenshot of a Google Trends search comparing 4 terms. The first is black history, then Beyonce, then Kanye West, and finally Kim Kardashian. The blue line that you see at the bottom is the interest in black history, whereas the green line you see trending at the top is the interest in Kim Kardashian. And then I went over to the Google keyword tool and did an analysis of the keyword Black History and Black History Month to see how much traffic is actually generated in Google, the world's largest search engine, about this particular topic. And you can see that there's 18,000 searches average per month for the search term black history and about 74,000 for Black History Month. Now, 18,000 searches represents about 600 a day. But when you compare that to the 42 million people who are identified as African American in the United States, even if we reduce that figure by 30%, eliminating all the people under the age of 18, we still have a huge segment of the population who don't even search for information on black history in the world's largest search engine, which is Google. And finally, if we take a deeper look into the 18,000 searches that are done per month on the term black history, we see that after Black History Month, there's a precipitous drop-off, and for the rest of the year, there's essentially no interest in black history. So, I then went to a few forums, popular forums on the internet, and here's just a few examples of the comments that I found in those forums on the topic of black history. One person said, "I'm just saying, most black scholars, that is PhDs, disagree with most white scholars, and have discovered more artifacts that denounce what many white scholars claim to have discovered. Does this ignorance stem from racist white stereotypes that claim anything blacks do must be wrong simply because they are black?" Another comment was, "I wonder why any group of people would believe anything the oppressors have been saying for over 500 years is truth. That's like a white Jew believing everything a Nazi says about Jewish history." And finally, this person said, "I'm ignorant of most histories. I can't handle the long lectures in class, and I'm not interested enough to do research on my own. You gotta understand, most people just don't care about the things that happened long ago. It's all about the future and making every second count." So where do you stand? Do you consider yourself to be a conscious black person? Are you engaged in, or do you even care about what's happening around you? Or have you decided it really doesn't matter because there's nothing you can do to change things anyway? So where is the disconnect? One theory might be that there's a cognitive dissonance. That is, a conflict and the anxiety that results when simultaneously holding contradictory or incompatible beliefs. This, of course, is manifested in the inconsistency in one's beliefs and actions. I know it's a little technical, but stay with me for just a few minutes. The basic hypothesis I wish to state is as follows. The existence of dissonance, being psychologically uncomfortable, will motivate the person to try to reduce the dissonance and achieve consonance. And number 2, when dissonance is present, in addition to trying to reduce it, the person will actively avoid situations and information which would likely increase the dissonance. Here's a simple example. If a person is trying to quit smoking, they don't want to be reminded of all of the negative aspects or the negative health issues that smoking can result in. So rather than deal with information that talks about smoking, they avoid it altogether. I'm curious, could this explain why such a large percentage of black folks keep doing things that are self-destructive, and why they avoid doing the things that are constructive, self-affirming, and educating? Is it that they don't want to be reminded of their behavior, actions, or attitudes that cause the dissonance? I wonder, is this why black folks don't buy books, take classes about black history, or make the time to do their own research about their history, culture, and ancestors? So far, I've used the third person to describe the folks in our examples. I've identified this group as them and they. But what about you? Do you think of yourself as conscious, engaged, and informed? And if so, how do you invest in our future? We need your feedback. Please take 3 minutes to complete a short survey. We'd really appreciate it, so we can serve you better. Just click the button below to start the survey now. Thanks again for your time.